Good evening, everyone. Hope you had a good day, good weekend. We're back to work tomorrow. First, I want to give a shout out to my girl, Megan Thee Stallion. That verse, I sleep in my own wet spot in the sheets. That's gangster. Okay, so I like that. Anyway, we want to talk about is it cheating and how do we know? Okay, there are different forms of cheating, believe it or not. And now, personally, I don't agree with that, because it does a lot of damage emotionally to people, men and women. But is it cheating if you, woman and a man, decide they want to get into a relationship, but they never say it's monogamous? If you say you do you and I do me, okay, then one of you see each other somewhere else with another person, can you get mad? You shouldn't because you didn't make it monogamous. You said we do our own thing. So that means that you and a man are allowed to date whoever. Okay, so you really can't get mad about it. But sometimes feelings get involved, and you didn't tell the person your feelings were getting involved, and then you get mad at it. Well, whose fault is that? It's yours for not making it. Hey, I'm starting to feel feelings now. Maybe we need to talk about being monogamous. Okay, so to me, that's not cheating. Now, let's say you're married. Now, when we get married, we make a vow to each other, something like a contract. Okay, and everybody's going to do their part. Now, what happens when one or the other say, well, okay, let's take a man for instance. He said he was going to work. He said he's going to provide for you. He said he's going to take care of everything. Now that doesn't mean you stop working when you get married. You're supposed to be working together. But this man slacks off. Don't want to go to work. Don't want to pay any bills. You don't have any money. You're not spending time with you. To me, that's a breach of contract. Now, the right thing to do is have a conversation with him and say, hey, this is what I have a problem with, and we need to fix it. And you may have to have two or three conversations. Okay. But the minute you think like it's not going to work, then that's where you need to stay. Pump your brakes and say, okay, this is not working for me. We need to split up. Now, that being said, like I said, I don't agree with it, but I understand. Okay. If your man is not doing what he promised to do, okay, and some dude come along and is doing everything that you want to be done and that your man was doing, okay, I can see, you stepping out. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I can see it. But here's the problem with that. Remember, I said with choices come consequences. Now, you do that, okay, and your husband find out about it, okay, he's going to be hurt, okay? And if the dude doesn't know because you didn't tell him you were married, and his feelings get involved, he's going to be hurt. You scot free, okay? So you can't get mad if your husband walk out on you, take the kids, whatever the case may be, cut you off, then, what are you complaining about? It's your fault. And the script can be flipped on the other side too. You know, Fellas, if you're out there in the streets and you don't like what your wife is doing and she's not keeping her fulfillment of the bargain or the contract, so to speak, okay, you also need to have a conversation with her. And both of y'all, first thing, don't be telling people outside your marriage because you don't know who's trying to get inside, man or female. Okay, and you allow when you open your mouth and start spilling the tea. Okay, the problem with that is they know a way how to get in, and men and women will pick up on that. The next thing you know, they're in the middle of your marriage, whispering in your ear or whatever. Okay, so first of all, don't do that. And like I said, ladies, have a conversation with your husband. Tell him what you don't like. Tell him what the issue is or whatever. Men do the same thing. Have a conversation with your wife. Tell her, hey, this is not working out for me now. I got a problem with this, whatever. You too also have the option, of going outside your marriage. But like I said, there's consequences with that choice. Okay. And not only that, for both of y'all, it destroys the family. Because now you're talking about getting a divorce. The children are going to be split up possibly, or, And ladies, I'm sorry, y'all very vindictive. Not all, most. And the first thing you do is you get in your feelings and you say, well, I'm going to keep his children from him. Or I'm going to tell them bad things about him. What. Don't do that. Okay. What happens between you and your husband is between you and your husband. Don't play the children and put them in the middle of it. That's a bad thing to do. That's a shitty way to treat your ex-husband or whatever, because especially if that man truly want to be in their lives, and basically you're being selfish ass because you're trying to hurt him, but come on, you're hurting him and your children, okay? Because every time you come around, look at that end. Here come that end. He ain't never had no damn money, okay? Now, man, take care of your children. If it doesn't work out between you and your wife, okay, it is what it is. But don't turn your back on your children. They had nothing to do with you guys' decision. Okay. Don't make them pay the price of your transgressions. Okay. Talking to both men and women. Now, that being said, if you want to cheat, the best way to do it is just make it known. Hey, this is what I want. I want out. I don't want to have to cheat on you. Okay. But I'm not in love with you or whatever. Yes, that's going to hurt. But what do you think is going to hurt more? Cheating on her, find out, okay? Or cheating on him, he finds out. And that shit like that can get very violent, and somebody can be hurt out of it. The man you were with or the woman you were with, you know, your spouse find out, they might want to put pause on that's not right either. But we're humans. Sometimes our emotions get the best of us, okay? And one thing about it is, once it's all said and you've been known to be a cheater, okay, especially in a small town, that's gonna be your name. People are not gonna deal with you, because you're not loyal, okay. And if you don't think you can be loyal, if you don't think you can be trustworthy, you don't ever get in a monogamous relationship, and damn sure don't get married, okay, because it will not go well if you decide to do that. And if you know you're not in love with that person, and you know that that's not the person that you want to be with the rest of your life, do not ever be forced into being with them or settle to be being with them because you're gonna cheat on them. Okay, if that's not the person you want to wake up with every morning, go to bed with at night. Think about what you're doing. Okay, because it's not gonna last. Most divorces end between year 5 and 1. That's not a long time. Okay, and it may take a short period of time before you get married, but the hurt from cheating lasts a long time. And what I mean by a long time is whether whoever does it, the man or the woman, it's going to take a while to get over that. Okay. And while you're getting over it and you decide to get in another relationship where you haven't healed for this one, you're going to drag all that baggage and your new relationship. And you're going to treat that person like they were your ex. They didn't do anything to you. They don't deserve it. Okay. Especially if that was a good person, since we're always talking about good man, if that's a good man, and you treat him like that, trust me, he gonna tell his boys, and they gonna tell their boys. So it doesn't bode well for you, okay? And not only that, like I said, especially if you have a child with them, you know, neither one of you gonna want to deal with each other, okay? Now the grown up thing to do is co-parenting, okay? Regardless of what happened, cheating, whatever broke your marriage up, you know, if you have children, it's about the children. It's not about your selfish ass, because that's what it boils down to. If you sit there knowing you're going to hurt a person, by cheating, that's malicious. That's intent. Okay. Now, if the person don't give a damn about you and you go out there, man, you know, it is what it is. But like I said, cheating, someone's going to get hurt. Okay. Now, like I said, if you don't give a damn about them, cheat till your heart's blue. Okay. And it won't hurt you. If your intention is to hurt them, it will hurt them. But like I said, if they don't give a damn, then you're just basically, now I'm not going to say you're selling that thing, but You're just giving it away, and your value is going down. Okay. Now I'm gonna flip the script a little bit because value, ladies, the more you're using that monkey body count, okay, the more we pay attention. We have a certain standard about what is acceptable for the number of men you've had in your life. You know, now if you're a prostitute, chances you get married very slim. Okay, but if you in college and you decide to experiment, okay, and some of your homies in college knew you, they said, "Oh man, she was slinging them draws all over campus." Okay, and then you have a child. You think anybody's going to be attracted to you? We don't give a damn about all that. Look at me. Look how I look. Okay, that's a very small part of what we're looking for. Yes, looks helps, but I'd rather take an average looking woman than one that's a so-called 10, think a shit don't stink, and think she gonna treat me in a kind of way. She'll be single, and she'll be that lady I'm talking about with 15 cats and standing account at PetSmart for the cat food. Okay, we don't care about your money. We don't care about your looks. Okay, but we do care about body count. And I'm just gonna be general. Me personally, if you had 5, 6 dudes in your life, that's a little high. Okay. Now, everybody has their own story why, whatever case may be. Okay. But remember, choices, consequences. If you was out in college and you decide I'm gonna live my life, I'm smashing as many times as I can. Okay. The problem with that is your past is gonna follow you. You know, that's just like being a criminal. Okay. And they say, well, you paid your dues and you've done your time, you paid your dues to society and all that. We know that's horseshit because you still looked on as a criminal. Now, I know some criminals that are good guys. They made mistakes, you know, they learned their lesson. They're better citizens. Okay. I know some that they needed prison because they were either going to end up jail for the rest of their life or dead. Okay. And sometimes prison wake people up. Okay. But that being said, you just cannot sleep around, because the more you sleep around, your value is going down. Okay. And then if you have a child from, and you don't know who the daddy is, your value goes down further. Okay. So now you got 3 children, 2 different baby daddies, you know, and you're sitting there telling the next man is, I only have 3 people I've slept with. Well, we know that's a lie because chances are you already had 2 because you got 2 different baby daddies, and you're gonna say those are the only 2 you slept with in your life. We're not gonna believe that. Okay. And the so-called high value, like I said, we're not talking about money. We're talking about people that, you know, give a damn. They give a damn about you before themselves. Okay. They're loyal to you. They'll do anything for you. Okay. And when you destroy that trust or sit there and lie about your body count and it comes out, we don't have a problem with that. Okay. Because most of the time, the ones that are sitting out there looking for the next best thing, okay, whether it be financially or looks, because it ain't really about, well, he's a good guy. It's either how much money you got or, ooh, damn, he look good. But damn, she look good. Okay. It ain't about the substance. It's about those 2 things. So why should I give a damn with what you're talking about if you're looking for the next best thing financially or a guy that looks better than me? Okay. Go with them. See how that works out for you. Okay. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be a hit, squirt, and miss. And they're going to find somebody who they really want to be with. And you'll always and forever be a side chick. Remember that. Doing this OnlyFans shit is, which is crazy as hell. Okay. It's crazy as hell. And you think because you're 20, 22, 23, 24 right now, 5 years from now, when you decide you don't want to do it anymore, but you got 1,000 goddamn videos out there, who the hell want to deal with Okay. And I'm like, uh-uh. Everybody know your name. Like cheers. Okay. So no. But that being said, like I said, I don't agree with cheating. It's better to just move on and be honest and upfront with the person. Yes, they're going to be hurt. Okay. But it's better to hurt them that way than all the lying and running behind their back, and they find out anyway. It's going to be more hurtful, you know. And ladies, like I said, stop using your children against these men. Especially if you have a man that really wants to be in your life, wants to be in the child's life, don't destroy that relationship between that man and his children. It's just not right. And you'll pay for it sooner or later. We all pay for our own actions. Okay, I don't care what we do. I don't care what you say. Eventually, you got to answer to the man upstairs. You know. So if you feel like you're gonna dog people out, okay, you have to answer for that. You know. But not everybody is like that. And if you get in a situation where you've been cheated on or whatever, yes, it's bad, and I get it. Get you some counseling if you need it. You know, get past it before you ever think about involving anybody new in your life. Because I'm telling you, they're gonna catch the brunt. The shit that you went through because you hadn't decided to get help to get over it, and you're still dealing with it. Okay, it's not fair to the other person. Okay, and if you chose to ignore the cheating or whatever, well, that's your fault. That's the choice you made. The consequence is most likely they're going to do it again. Okay. Now, I could be wrong, but a serial cheater is a serial cheater. Now, some people cheat for whatever the reason, and when they see the damage that they've done and they truly love you or whatever, they regret it and they try to get past it. Now, it's your choice on whether you want to, you know, let them go, work it out or whatever. Keep in the back of your mind. They did it that one time. No valid excuse. Okay. Because like I said, you should be upfront and say, hey, this is not working. This is not why. What are we going to do to fix it? If you're not going to fix it, I'm out before I cheat. Hopefully I help you guys realize that there's different forms of cheating. All of it is bad. Somebody's going to get hurt. So is it really worth it? Have a good evening. See you next time.